Good morning, Empresses and Emperors, Empresses and Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, woke twins, woke dudes, all y'all. Hello! So, I trust you have made it through the eclipse shifting energy if you're watching this. Yeah, there's a speaker in the middle thing. I did the whole series of dailies the other day with Cat Water Bowl right here. We're whimsical like that, right? So I have been experiencing a great number of awakenings and downloads through this last couple of days in the very whipsaw kind of energy that's been going on. And I'm inspired to, over the course of August, talk about what I have been learning and what has been shared with me. And it is coalescing into something called the Way of the Empress. If you're watching this, you have been drawn to it. There are messages in here for you, which is something I don't normally say with videos. And I feel like it's implied, but I really want you to be strengthening your own intuition and strengthening your own awareness of things. And that is my mission here, part of my mission, and definitely the primary goal for the rest of 2018 is about helping you to open up to intuition, open up to your guidance, be able to navigate this difficult journey that you're on. And make no mistake, it is not for the faint-hearted. And I also, what I want to start doing, and this is what August is going to be about, is about separating unhealthy relationships and getting rid of things that are making some of the empresses I've been talking to, some of the twins I've been talking to, or some of the soulmates I've been talking to, really confused about this journey. And there are potholes and divots and redirects and detours all through this. It is fraught with, it's sort of like those movies where, you know, you're going, it's a journey movie, right? You're going from one place to another. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou was a really good example. All right, you're going from one place to another. They're trying to get from where they are to where they're going, right? What's his name? George Clooney wants to get back to his wife. Mama says he was hit by a train. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. Mostly, the music is fabulous. I'm not a big country fan. But Alison Krauss and all those guys, like, you don't really have to be a country fan. It's just a great period piece. The film is a great period piece. It's very much in the Depression. It's in the, you know, the early 30s. And then it's also a hero's journey. It's Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, where he goes through, and as he's going through, not only does he find his path, right, the music, they find their path. It's ironic that it's music. No, it's not. That's part of the journey, right? It's like finding their path and going through all of these people who seek to destroy you, right? It sounds so like medieval and like, we live in 2018, no one's seeking to destroy me. Well, no one's going to come up to you while you're traveling on your steed to steal your bag of gold. Like, no one's doing that. But people are stealing your energy. And I do want to say that the twin flame journey is quite rare. And as I have been talking about all along, it is a spiritual journey. It's really about you developing your Empress self. That's what this is about. And I want to share with you some of the experiences, some of the downloads, some of the information has been revealed to me about this as we go. So look for those videos this month. There'll be echoes of them in the daily videos. And just for some of you, edification here, I'm putting these daily videos on the general channel during the Lionsgate period until August 11th. After August 11th, it's going to go back to being exclusively in the Facebook group because I feel a strong mission. Part of the mission here is to expand the consciousness of those who don't really know what's going on. And most of you who have found your way, all of you who have found your way into the Empress Club, at least have an understanding. And just so you know, like, you know me, like, I mean, I talk a lot about this, about the elitism of the twin flame. There's only 144,000 sets of twin flames currently incarnated right now. However, I also believe and have been shared, it has been shared with me, that there are many millions of consciously awakening soulmate groups who are choosing the twin flame path. Okay, so being an original twin flame or choosing the twin flame path, I almost don't think it matters anymore, because, you know, like in the 40s when they first started incarnating together, handful of twin flames. This was not something, everybody was a block of wood, right? Everybody's a block of wood. Nobody was that spiritually awakened. Religion was very important, going to a church, doing this. And over the course of the 20th century, as we get towards 2000, a lot more awakenings happened. Year 2000, a lot more. And then 2012, when the Mayan calendar ended, boom, like there was this huge bloom, right? For the last 6 years, been a big bloom of it. 2018 is an 11 year in numerology. I still owe you that twin flame numerology video. Again, more stuff to do. I have it on my list. And through this, you know, a lot of twins were born in the 60s, a lot of twins were born in the 80s and bleeding into the 90s a little bit. And with the millennials are so wide open to spiritual connection and deep. That's why the authenticity thing is so critical. That's why social media has flourished. It's more of a egalitarian, balancing, democratic way of communication. You know, I can have a Twitter account, and someone who's super famous can have a Twitter account, and we have that same access to the universe, to the world of people. And there are some desires to clamp down on openness, and the only people who want to clamp down on openness are people who are afraid of it. So I want to go back to the live thing that India and I did the other day, and I think India was so incredibly important in sharing the message here, and I want to continue to echo it as we go. Your main mission, should you choose to accept it right now, is, am I acting out of love or am I acting out of fear? Is this coming from someone else's fear? Right? Like, that's the thing you really have to look at, because doing those shoulder taps, being connected to God, you're acting in love. You're acting out of love for another person, for whatever. And fear, that's why empaths and narcissists are such a perfect balance, is that the narcissist, the main quality of a narcissist is they have no empathy. None. And as I always say, and as Mary T., my mother used to say, people are nice until they're not. You really can tell people under pressure what they truly are. So anybody can get dressed up, and anybody can take you on a lovely date, and anybody can treat you beautifully for a while, and anybody can, you know, have amazing sex for a while. And it really, unfortunately, time is the great illuminator. So we're going to start talking a lot more about this twin flame journey and how to know you're truly on the twin flame journey. Choosing the twin flame journey is not about choosing to be in some big romance. Choosing the twin flame journey is choosing to be of service. Choosing to be of spiritual service. Okay? So please don't confuse this. If you're someone who's really focused on this because it's a big romance, I urge you to reconsider. Because you're going to get on this path, and there's going to be a lot of stuff here that you're not going to want to take in. You're not going to want to learn the lessons if you're solely here for a big romance. But if you're truly here out of awareness that this is part of your service on this planet, and this is something that you are here to do, being a soul awakened, you're on the right path. The path of the Empress, the way of the Empress. We're going to talk a lot about that in August. All right, guys, that's a lot of chatter from Mary Jo today. That's because that was a lot of shower wisdom. That was 3 days worth of shower wisdom. So end of July. I'm also going to do, today or tomorrow, put it up, an August overview for the twin flame journey, the twin flame relationship, the twin flame spiritual journey. What's going on there? Hi, Delilah. Pound, 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 pound. Yeah, my diabetic kitty can't walk that well. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on for you. Been shuffling this whole time. Oh, yes, indeed. Queen of Cups. That is the unconditional love. That is the real beauty of being an empath. And part of the empath piece is you need to protect your energy in a loving way toward yourself. Protect your energy, okay? So being in this 3-4, the divine feminine here, major transformation. Wow, big cards there. Divine masculine, making decisions, sort of working in this confused area here. Wow. Okay, so yay. All right, the cool thing is that you're going to feel your divine masculine is being a lot more decisive. That King of Swords is no joke. Overarching energy of the reading here. 6 of Pentacles, oh boy. This came up for me privately in my morning reading twice. And let me share it with you. In the past, this has resonated for me as give and take, right? And it is. It's give and take. 6 of Pentacles. But to me, also now, I want to make sure that you see there's a man up and there's a man down. Who's man up and who's man down in your connection? Does it feel like that? Are you feeling like man down, right? There's a difference between being in separation from someone and feeling like someone is legit trying to put you down here so they can feel better about themselves, right? You know the difference. I bet you so many of us have been in these kinds of relationships where it's man up, man down. All this is asking you to do is gain some awareness around your particular relationship. Does it feel like that? Do you have those feelings of there's a particular, you know the difference, the more you open up your intuition, the more we get into this way of the Empress, okay? The more you open up your intuition, the upside of that is I see you, right? Just like the millennials, instead of the blocks of wood, right? It's not so easy. I feel like one of the biggest strengths of millennials, I love millennials. I know there's a lot of people, I'm 52, a lot of people in my age group are like, screw the millennial, right? Because it's a different way of approaching the world. Because a lot of baby boomers that I have, I'm just going to say my own experience, okay? No shame, no shade on baby boomers. I love the baby boomers too, you know that, and I have. There's a real fear there of like, baby boomers have really led us through this generation, through this last century and into the new century, and now the baton is passing to the millennials. I'm a Gen Xer, for full disclosure. There's not hardly any of us, right? We are super rare. Very few of us. I'm not even a Gen Xer. I was born in 65, so big baby boom ends in 64, and Gen X starts in 66. I'm born like, you know, 3 weeks before the start of the Gen X generation. 65 is like the lowest birth rate year ever. When I meet someone, I'm like, hi, you're the other one, right? So being man up, man down, like the thing about millennials is they see you, right? So this is like such a gift. And for us, for twin flames or for empresses here, let's just call it the path of the Empress for now. It is about opening up your own intuition to what's really going on and being willing to not get so tied to, well, it's twin flame. I can't, you know, I've got to continue on because this person is my twin, right? Empress, path of the Empress. Okay? And right now, what this is saying to you is, how are you feeling in this connection? If, in fact, you're in a twin flame connection, this is part of the journey. Part of the journey is becoming more self-aware, becoming more open to your intuition. So Hanged Man, Death, Moon. This is why your intuition is so critical, okay? Because Death and Moon, seriously, like, the transformation is happening, and it's very rare when I love this card, Hanged Man. But the enlightenment, going through this murky time, unsure about what's happening, unsure about this connection, you're in the upside down, man down position. It's like you don't have the clarity here. King of Swords has clarity. King of Swords knows what the F is going on. They know what they're doing, exactly what's going on, and they're working on themselves. They're doing the work for themselves, but they're also, for some of you, they can be confused. For some of you, they can be sowing confusion because they're trying to figure it out, right? They don't want you to really know their process. I don't mean to sound negative about this. It's sort of like their process, they feel their process is a singular one. King of Swords. King of Swords makes decisions, okay? King of Swords does their own work. And they're not really consulting you on their work right now. And it may sow a little confusion, not a little, a lot. Moon. A lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstandings. There's very watery here. Scorpio energy, Piscean energy, very watery. You're feeling very emotional in this transformation. But make no mistake, Hanged Man, super enlightened, okay? You're in an uncomfortable position for a purpose. There's purpose to this. It's not just like, oh, this is unhealthy for me, I'm going to stop it. And I want to say something about that. When something's unhealthy for you, yes, you stop it. But what is the process of stopping that? The process is, again, what I said to you, protecting yourself, protecting your energy. When you're in this unclear place, when you don't know what's going on, first of all, you always opt for doing what's loving for you. Always. Always. That is your fallback position. Don't be worried that you have to take care of them. Please don't. Because that is codependency. All right? When you're in an unclear position and you're anxious about it and you want to reach out and you want to get more confirmation from them, you're worried about them, that is codependency. So when you're in an unclear position, which we all are at times, I know I certainly have been, even over this weekend, I went through 3 of them, always opt to be loving to yourself. What's loving to yourself? It doesn't have to be negative toward them. You just withdraw into your own place. Meditate. Go get a mani-pedi. Go get a massage. Do something loving for yourself. When you're in this place, and it's a Hanged Man situation, this is part of the journey. It's uncomfortable. It feels bad. Get yourself into a place of self-love. Every time. Just choose that every single time. There is no wrong about that. And I'm telling you, this will separate the men from the boys. If this person is not your twin, they will come at you with both barrels. Because if this person is a narcissist and is not a twin, let me say that again. If this person is not a twin, they will reveal themselves as not understanding why you're being loving to yourself. Now think about that for a second. There's no way on this planet that someone who's a twin does not want you to love yourself. Think, if they love you, if that's real love, if this is another side of my soul, you can't go wrong with being self-loving to yourself. Don't act out, lash out toward them. Go, okay, this is my cue, changing behaviors here. Instead of in anxiety and murkiness and death and all this stuff, you want to go toward them to quell your anxiety. Instead, go toward yourself. Be loving to yourself. That's what you do. Because if this person can't take that, at the very minimum, they're in super low vibration. If they're a twin, they're in super low vibration, and you don't need to be around them. Separation is God's protection in times like that. If this is a twin, they are going to spiritually understand that and support that. If it's not a twin, watch out. Okay? If this person is not a twin and they're sowing the seeds of confusion on purpose, they're clear. Clear as a bell, King of Swords. But they're working on sowing the seeds of confusion. King of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. If you're connected to somebody who's like that, no. So our intention here is to talk about the twin. And right now they are getting this King of Swords decision-making process. They're choosing. Okay? You see the difference here in the reading? This King of Swords, if it's a twin, is choosing, is making choices for. Okay? And there's a likelihood that they're going to come toward you for sex. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Now, what did I just say to you? If you're given a decision and you're in this murky place and you're not feeling, listen to your heart. Listen to, not your emotions, right? Listen to your heart chakra. Is your heart chakra telling you that, oh, maybe if I just have sex with him, it will be the way for us to connect deeper? If you're feeling that way, I urge you to stop and decide, is this the most loving thing for me? Is this something, I want to be close to my divine masculine. I want to be close to my divine feminine. I want to be, if this is a loving thing to do, then do it. It's very simple. Is this out of fear, or is this choice out of fear? Are you afraid of losing them? Or is this choice made out of love? Only you can decide for yourself on this one, okay? Especially when you're in this moon phase. What's this moon about here? 3 of Swords, that's fear. A fear of a broken heart. You're feeling like they're pulling back of some level. Justice. Clarity. You really need clarity around the situation. That's why you're watching this. One more, please. 2 of Pentacles. The feeling of being, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Right? Justice here is about weighing up, getting clear. Like this King of Swords. I love that she came up. Justice, Libra energy here. Right? What's good for me? What's good for me to do right now? Is this good for me? Is this something I'm choosing for me? Look, if this is your divine masculine and you choose to do this despite a feeling that this might not be good for you, then you're doing it. I just want you to be clear with yourself. Get really clear with yourself. Is this good for me? Is this good for me? Only you know that. But if you're doing it out of fear, stop. Go into your heart. Ask your higher self for guidance. Open your intuition. Get yourself to a place where you can be at peace about something before you make a decision. Because I'm telling you, this is coming at you. I'm telling you. Knight of Cups, 4 of Cups. Blocks to love. So someone isn't very good at saying their feelings, and not seeing the offer that's being handed to you. So the block to love is that if this is true, if this is love, if this choice is made out of love, the block is not seeing that. This is where you really need to be discerning. It's really hard. This is like this Hanged Man is very important here. Do you understand the difference here? It's tough because you're up against a King of Swords here, and your divine masculine is really Motivations of the divine masculine here. Motivations of an actual divine masculine. Ace of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. So what is the offer? Again, we did this last week, right? What is the offer? Ask a lot of questions. Just ask questions. You are your own best protector. And this person is likely to escalate and offer you more and more. What I'm asking for you here is that you really understand, because a lot of people are confused as to whether they're connected to a twin flame or not. A twin flame, even in a low vibration. And you don't want any of that. You're looking for high vibration. You're looking for clear, right? You're looking for you're looking for the twin to get up out of their low vibration. If this is your twin and you are like, I'm being discerning, I'm asking questions and stuff like that, you're reflecting to them respect for yourself. You're reflecting to them self-love. If they're in low vibration, they need that lesson. If they're in low vibration and you're feeling they're sowing the seeds of confusion, then they need this lesson too, okay? This is a big lesson. Self-love. What does that mean? Oh my God. Strength. 10 of Swords. Actions to take. This is the way of the Empress, okay? This is the Leo energy, Lionsgate we've been talking about between now and August 11th. Not settling. Not settling. 10 of Swords here. Feeling betrayed. Feeling betrayal. 10 of Swords. Wheel. Page of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. So they're going to offer you something. Obviously, they're offering you something here. This is tough. This is tough. Okay, guys? So what is the offer here? Let's see. King of Swords. Let's talk to his soul. What's going on here, King of Swords? 9 of Pentacles. You are amazing. They could be afraid of losing you. If there's somebody who, if your twin is in a situation and you've been waiting and waiting, they see you as amazing. They really do. Chariot. They're wanting to move forward fast. They are really wanting to move forward fast. 4 of Swords. They're in a healing process here. I feel like the self-love lesson back to them. Because I'm feeling like true divine masculines are making it a real offer. And when you're asking questions, there's a real offer there. That's how you're going to know the difference. Okay, we got a lot of karmic soulmates going on that are putting themselves out there as twins. That's why we're here right now. Okay. One more here for King of Swords. What's going on, King of Swords? 7 of Pentacles. This has been a moving forward fast and then a stop. This has been a hot and cold. This has been one of those... Sorry, I need the fan. It's hot in here. This has been one of those things of... Ouch. Moving forward fast. I like this for you. I also feel like they're super confident. If you're feeling in this man up, man down position, there's a lesson here that needs to be learned in the divine journey. And for some reason, the karmics are also getting hold of this lesson. The karmics are going to keep spinning in this lesson. All right? For those of you who are connected to karmic soulmates, this is going to be a continual lesson until you stop it. 10 of Swords. Until you stop it. Because being in the twin connection isn't about spinning in these continual lessons. You get me? And this feels very hot and cold. This feels like they feel confident in rushing forward with you, and then they're going to stop. 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. What's the purpose of that? Seriously? Devil. The purpose of this stop and start, fast, hot and cold thing is to hook you. Wow. 3 of Pentacles. And build a foundation with you. Build a strong foundation with you. Always go back to yourself. Always go back to yourself. Knight of Wands, let's see how this is unfolding here for you. Choosing yourself, that Strength card is really what we need to do right now. 6 of Wands, victory, Chariot, victory, having victory here. Wow. Having victory. King of Wands. Hold on there. Hold on there, Babalooey. Page of Wands. Let's see. 6 of Wands, Page of Wands. I like that King of Wands here. Ooh. Emperor. One more, please. Knight of Pentacles. Motivation here. Boy, that feels okay. Judgment. Hey, wake up. Wake up, Jeff. Right? I keep singing world. So, this is a big lesson for the collective. And Indy and I talked about this the other day, that while your divine masculine spiritually is not here to hurt you, they are here to show you lessons you need to learn. So this is a very controversial part of the twin flame journey, because there's a lot of people out there in unhealthy relationships. And I certainly, right here, right now, I'm telling you that I do not want to promote any kind of unhealthy relationship. That's why I'm saying to you, when you're in doubt, if things present to yourself and you're feeling you're making the decision out of fear, go back to yourself. Go back to Queen of Cups. Is this the most loving thing I can do for myself right now? Please do that, because this person is going to present themselves. This lesson is going to be about self-love and not about devil energy. You want to be in this Lionsgate place. You want to be in this. Do you know what Lionsgate is? Lionsgate is the time period between July 26th and August 11th when the star Sirius aligns, triangulates with the Earth and the Moon. Got the Moon here. And Sirius, it is about a portal of spiritual opening. It's a time of revelations. Okay? Big time revelations. Seeing things for what they truly are. Moon, getting out of this moon. Justice, really seeing things for how they truly are. And 2 of Pentacles. I like this here. Take your time. Take your time. I feel like this person is going to come rushing at you. And it could be in low vibration right now. It could be in low vibration because of that devil energy. The King of Wands, Emperor, makes me a little bit concerned about the motives here. And what I'm asking you to do is be in your strength, Leo, and truly be the leader of the twin flame journey, right? What do we always talk about with the twin flame journey? The twin flame journey, no one's here to hurt anybody, okay? No one's here to do that. Get yourself clear on when something's unhealthy for you. It is possible for a twin situation to have unhealthy patches. That's when you learn the lessons, right? They're reflecting to you something that is unhealthy. How fast can you go, nope, that's unhealthy? Lesson over. Right? Because if you're in the anxiety of, oh my God, I'm going to lose him, identifying, being in your strength, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, opening up your intuition, Your guides never steer you wrong. Being in that healthy connection with God never steers you wrong. Love doesn't hurt. Okay, please remember that. Love doesn't hurt. They could be showing you a situation right now that is a test to prove that you are in your loving posture, self-love. Okay? Self-love. You know the difference. You know the difference. Always choose self-love. If you're going to get yourself in a mess that's going to hurt you, that is not part of the twin flame journey. That is not part of the divine journey. Learn the lessons. Okay? So, guidance here. I'm not saying that you're not going to have anxiety over this. I'm just saying learn what the lesson is. You're going through this death right now, Empress. Death. Transformation. You pass this test, you don't have to do it again. Make the effort. This is about work. You're going to have to do some work. This is not going to be a walk in the park. This is going to be tough. They're going to come at you. And if you sense it's low vibration, religious factors. Okay? Getting to know each other. Free yourself. Wow. So today we're talking about those of you who are in twin flame situations being most loving to yourself. Those of you who are in karmic soulmate relationships, this is big time karmic soulmate stuff. Either way, it's preparing you for the path of higher vibration. Either way, calling it out. Nope, that's unhealthy for me. No, I don't believe in third-party situations. I only want the real deal. Keeping yourself in high integrity. Keeping yourself in a self-loving posture. Your job is not to take care of them right now. Your job is to take care of you. Free yourself. Get to know each other. Ask a lot of questions. This religious factors thing is so weird to me. It is like sometimes it feels to me like, okay, when we're talking about third-party situations, it's about reverence for a commitment. But reverence for yourself. Self-respect. Twin flame is not about hurting people. Twin flame is about the highest vibrations of love. Think about that. Highest vibrations of love. You know when you're in the presence of that, right? You know it. Look at the situation objectively. Is this something that I would recommend for my mother to do? Is this something I would recommend for my daughter to do? If you don't think so, if your heart feels like, you know what, this feels like a test, like I'm supposed to prove myself, I'm supposed to prove my love for the twin. If you don't feel like this is loving to you, then stop. And just open up your intuition. Pay attention to your heart chakra. What's loving? What's loving? What is your yardstick for loving? This is not my yardstick. This is what is your yardstick. Is it about man up, man down? Is it about wanting to control the situation? Okay? And by being in a loving posture, by being in a place of, I love you so much, I want to be together when it's healthy for us. Okay. The true twin will be like, you pass the test. They will. They'll get it. They'll get it. If they come at you for something that is out of low vibration and it's confusing you, and you take the high road, you lead toward the higher level, towards God, towards the connection, towards the spiritual path, you lead, guess what? You're getting faster toward connection, faster toward union. Ask the questions. Is this a true offer? Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Is this a true offer? I'm going to use this Lenormand deck, and India sent this to me. It's very cool. I don't use it very often, I'm not as familiar, but every time I see it and I watch India do it, I love it. So let's do some Lenormand guidance here, because this is a very tricky, controversial part of the twin flame journey. It's primarily a journey of self-love. Yes, is it a journey that is going to change the fundamental meaning of marriage? Yes. But don't use that as a permission slip to do something that isn't loving for you. That's just my advice, just my 2 cents, just Mary Jo, offering the guidance that has been offered to me. All right, so let's see what's going on here. We're going to get a couple here for you, for the Empress. 7, okay, I got to use the book because I'm not that familiar with these cards. It's pretty cool though. Wow, that's a snake. A Path of Jesus, 36, the Jesus path here. Oh my God. I love that so much. Oh, wow. That's even more amazing. Okay. I'm getting all this biblical stuff here. The snake in the Garden of Eden, right? The snake and the path of righteousness, or not righteousness, no. No. The path of love. That's what Jesus was all about. The path of love, not righteousness. Okay? So let's see here. 7. I'm very curious as to see this one. Snake. Watch out for me because I am always hiding. You can never trust or believe me. I am cheating, deceiving, and will betray you in a heartbeat. Be careful where you are treading. The fangs will surely have you dreading. The game of hope makes it clear to stay safe from a bite of this dangerous snake. Be afraid, very afraid, as betrayal may very well be in the cards with where this card lies. Watch out for a superficial person, not a twin. One who is prone to malicious, particularly when combined with the dog. No, we don't have the dog. Quite literally, a best friend meaning you harm. Let's just say here that duplicitous behavior and a two-faced person could be the problem. The card warns you to be wary and watch where you tread. So it's likely that this reading is meant for karmics, karmic soulmate, people who are thinking they're in twin relationships and they're really in karmic soulmate relationships. So the path of love is correct. The path of choosing self-love is absolutely correct. 36, cross. I am the bringer of grief, sadness, burdens, and ordeals. Pain, suffering, and guilt, oh dear, is the area of my expertise. The cross in Lenormand is a symbol of the state of suffering, universal and unavoidable. It is the state of carrying the burden of others who are not accountable for their actions, right? Like, is this a choice of love or is this a choice of fear? When someone comes at you in a karmic way, you get afraid of not doing it. You're afraid of losing their affections, afraid of losing you cannot lose the twin. Okay? The twin path is the other half of your soul. This feels like karmic. This is the unveiling, unmasking of a karmic situation. It is like that. It is very much like the Hanged Man. I always say the Hanged Man is the Jesus card. I really do, because I feel like, Jesus sacrificed for a better cause. Sacrificed this particular offer for better, right? Self-love. Be in self-love. If you're sacrificing an offer and you're not sure, you're in the murky place, then beware. Ask a lot of questions. Okay? 10. Let's see, 10. Wow, it's a lot of be careful. To everything there is a season and a time and a purpose, to every purpose under the sun. Ecclesiastes. Be careful, and I am swift and sharp. I cut through with precision, a sharp and clear vision. I'm an accident, a deep cut, a break, or sometimes a difficult decision that needs to be made. I can bring good harvest or danger. Look at what I am cutting nearby. It might just be your wage. This item is a simple agricultural tool used to clear away grass. It's a scythe. We are getting the exact same reading here. This is death. Okay? So, we're getting the exact same reading. Beware, be watchful, be mindful, have clarity. And the reason we're talking about this as potential karmic soulmate, not a twin reading here, is that this person is 100% clear on what's going on. They know what they're doing. So, Empress, those empresses on this path may be having karmic soulmate issues here. 44. Magnifying glass. I am the card that suggests you to take a closer look. Oh my goodness, wow. If you did not get clarity from an earlier view, I can provide more focus and perspective. That is new. Let's see. This is the last card in the Lenormand deck. This card suggests you need to take a closer look at a current issue. Now is the time to focus, scrutinize, and analyze. You might be overlooking something that isn't apparent or even visible. Use the magnifying glass to help you investigate and uncover more information that could lead you to greater clarity. In a reading, the card is to the left is what seems like, in a reading, the card to the left, which is death, is the card that needs to be, a closer look needs to be taken. What is the transformation here? Is this person is this a twin in a low vibration transforming by virtue of you being in self-love? Or is this you transforming by choosing self-love, by choosing yourself? This card can be a warning that all is not what it seems. Be careful to read the fine print. If it appears with a letter, a book, or a ring, it may mean you have to examine a document, a contract for information. The clouds nearby, the clouds card nearby reinforces the idea that things are still murky. Moon. Again, we're getting the same reading. This is a warning to divine feminines that you may be offered something, and it's your job to be self-protective here. That's part of the lesson right now on the journey. Part of the lesson right now is to be self-protective. If a twin, this feels like a karmic soulmate to me. This doesn't feel like a twin. It is somebody who is preparing you for the twin connection. It is somebody who is testing you. They're testing you. Okay, guys? Be mindful. Be brave, be loyal, be true. No, be mindful of Queen of Cups here. And really try to open your heart and intuition to feelings of feeling man down. Because that is what the Emperor is seeking to do. And they might come in sheep's clothing. Yeah. Tower, Knight of Cups. Then 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands. So you go through this, you're getting a hit of love here, and then it's going to be back to being negative. If this is a karmic soulmate, that's what this cycle is about. If this is a twin and you choose self-love, you're on the right path. That's a huge reading, guys. It's coming at you fast, so be mindful, okay? Please, please, please. Always choose yourself. Choose love. What is loving to me? All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.